Welcome to BikeBeat, and today, we go deep into what may be one of Honda's boldest moves in years, the 2026 Honda Super Cub 160 Enduro. It's a machine built to straddle two worlds, the heritage of the Super Cub lineage, and a newfound spirit of mini adventure. In this video, we'll peel back the layers, the design, the performance, the features, the ride experience, and whether it lives up to the promise. Let's ride! The Super Cub nameplate is legendary. It has been part of Honda's DNA for decades, with millions sold worldwide. But for many years, it has lived largely in the commuter and urban domain. With the Enduro variant, Honda seems intent on expanding that identity, offering a Cub that can venture off the bitumen without losing its everyday usability. From early teasers and official reveals, Honda positions the 160 Enduro as a light dual-purpose or mini-adventure Cub more capable on gravel or dirt, but still tame enough for daily rides. The goal is a bike that can do city, trail, rural backroads, even farm tracks, all with a compact footprint. Various media sources suggest a price range around $4,200 to $4,500 for the 2026 Honda Super Cub 160 Enduro. As with most Honda global launches, local market pricing will differ after duties and taxes, but that price point makes it one of the most affordable adventure-styled bikes in its segment. So, what do you get for that? Powering the Enduro is a 160 cubic centimeters single-cylinder engine with fuel injection, tuned for torque and reliability. Honda has drawn from its latest Cub and HRC developments to create a powerplant that's small, efficient, and rugged enough for mixed surfaces. The engine likely produces somewhere between 12 and 15 horsepower with a strong low-end character. The transmission is a 5-speed semi-automatic, no-clutch lever, keeping the Cub's signature ease of use while giving riders full manual control through their left foot. Gear ratios are short and purposeful, letting you crawl up trails or cruise comfortably through town. The chassis receives a complete rethink. There's more ground clearance than any Cub before it, a stronger backbone frame, and longer travel suspension. At the front, telescopic forks or even an inverted setup and higher trims offer greater damping for rough trails. Out back, twin shocks handle bumps with better travel and stability. Honda equips the Enduro with semi-knobby dual-purpose tires mounted on spoked wheels, designed to soak up hits and maintain traction on loose surfaces. The bike features at least a front disc brake with ABS, and possibly a rear disc depending on region. Underneath, a skid plate protects the engine from stones and debris. There are rubber gaiters on the fork legs, a wider handlebar for leverage, and a reinforced rear rack for luggage or camping gear. Even though it's trail-ready, Honda keeps the overall weight manageable, preserving the Cub's famous nimbleness. The seat height is taller than the urban Cub but still approachable for most riders. Visually, the 2026 Super Cub 160 Enduro is an eye-catcher. It blends the timeless Super Cub curves with rugged adventure cues, a raised front fender, an upswept exhaust, exposed frame tubes, and protective panels. The bodywork stays minimal yet purposeful, with matte tones, two-tone paint, and optional graphics that scream off-road intent. The spoked wheels, LED headlight, and slim LED tail light complete the package. You still recognize the silhouette as a Cub, but it now looks tougher, more functional, ready to get dirty. The cockpit feels simple but modern. A digital display provides speed, gear position, trip data, and fuel level. A USB-C port for phone charging or GPS power is neatly integrated near the bars. Switchgear remains Honda standard, tactile, intuitive, and built to last. Ergonomically, it's upright and comfortable, with a roomy seat and good visibility. You can sit relaxed during long commutes or stand on the pegs when the trail gets rough. Riding the Enduro on pavement feels immediately familiar to anyone who's owned a Cub before. Throttle response is linear, the gearbox shifts cleanly, and the clutch-free design makes it friendly even for beginners. The torque curve means you can pull away smoothly at low revs, perfect for city traffic. On highways, the bike will hold 70 to 80 km per hour with composure, though it's not a high-speed machine. Vibrations are minimal, thanks to Honda's refined engine balancing. The brakes inspire confidence, progressive and predictable, with ABS kicking in softly on slick roads. Take the Enduro off pavement, and it reveals its second personality. The longer suspension travel, ground clearance, and dual-purpose tires make it surprisingly competent on gravel and dirt. It feels planted and forgiving, allowing riders to tackle forest trails, farm roads, or loose sand without fear. The compact wheelbase helps you maneuver easily through tight turns and over obstacles. You can stand up, use body weight for balance, and feel that classic Honda stability under you. On steep climbs, first and second gear provide steady traction. The bike's lightweight keeps it agile even on uneven surfaces. Descending hills, the engine braking and ABS system work together to maintain control. While you won't be clearing big jumps or doing enduro competitions, the 160 Enduro handles light adventure and trail exploring with grace. It's the kind of bike that invites you to keep riding, to keep discovering small roads you'd normally skip. Fuel economy remains a strong point. Honda's efficiency legacy carries forward here. Expect 45 to 55 km per liter depending on riding conditions. With a fuel tank likely around 5 liters, you can cover roughly 200 to 250 km between stops, making it ideal for weekend rides or remote runs where gas stations are scarce. Reliability is another key selling point. Honda's Cub engines are known to outlast generations, and the Enduro's mechanical simplicity ensures easy maintenance. The semi-automatic gearbox reduces wear, and parts availability through Honda's global network keeps costs low. This makes it perfect for riders who want an adventure-capable bike without high-maintenance headaches. Now, what makes the Super Cub 160 Enduro stand out among other bikes in this price and displacement range? First, it's the dual-purpose capability packed into the iconic Cub form. No other small-displacement bike blends daily practicality with trail readiness so neatly. Second, it delivers that unique Honda combination of reliability, accessibility, and timeless charm. Third, it's affordable, a true go-anywhere, do-anything machine for under $5,000. It's also about ease of use. The semi-automatic transmission makes it friendly for learners or returning riders. There's no intimidating clutch work, yet you still get that connected, manual feel through the gears. The ergonomics mean you can ride it for hours without fatigue. And unlike most full-sized adventure bikes, it's light enough to pick up easily if you drop it on a trail. Of course, no machine is perfect. At 160 cubic centimeters, it doesn't have big power. Highway performance will be modest, and it's not meant for extreme enduro conditions. The suspension, while upgraded, can't match full off-road motorcycles in heavy terrain. Seat height might challenge shorter riders, and the small tank limits range for cross-country adventures. But none of those flaws ruin the overall appeal. They simply define the bike's scope. It's meant for realistic, approachable adventure. For riders in emerging markets like Pakistan or Southeast Asia, pricing will be key. If Honda can assemble it locally or offer a CKD version, the cost could stay within reach for a broader audience. After taxes and duties, it could land around 1.2 to 1.5 million Pakistani rupees, depending on region. That places it among 150 to 200 cubic centimeters dual sports, but with the Honda Cub's unmatched heritage and reputation. Thanks for watching BikeBeat. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit like, subscribe, and tell us what you take the 160 Enduro to: the city streets, the open trails, or somewhere completely new. Until next time, ride safe and keep the adventure alive.